Okay, guys. So we're gonna be doing something a little bit different this time. Um, as opposed to what we usually do on this channel, which is talk about Z-Star, we're gonna talk about another series, which is completely different from Z-Star Academy. It's another series made by someone else who was in Z-Star Academy. Currently, we don't know if he really is or isn't. We don't know. I don't really know myself, so. But he was in Z-Star throughout season 1 and season 2. However, he decided to make a completely different series, Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 roleplay. And this is kind of a reboot of the original, because he called it Saiyan Spirit, and it lasted only one episode, and poof, gone. Dunzo. We'll get to that soon. But he restarted it and made it 1,000 times better. Currently, it's starting season 2, and it's past 10 episodes plus a movie. So we're gonna start doing reviews about it and stuff like that, because I already have a request to do this, and I'm gonna do it. So here you go, an episode 1 review. It's called Camaraderie. It was uploaded March the 26th of 2018, and this was about 6 minutes long. So this is gonna be a pretty quick review. So basically, you got two Saiyans meeting for the first time. One is a mid-class Saiyan named Daikon, whose power level is 750. And you got another low-class Saiyan, who's named Virus, whose power level is 250. So you got 750 Daikon, and you got 250 Virus. Virus is low-class, Daikon's mid-class. They are in a team, apparently, and have no missions, currently. Virus suggests they train. Pretty much a typical violent Saiyan, always wanting to, train or fight, anything to do with fighting. It's kind of weird how he has pink hair, though. But anyways, got Daikon saying that they need to find another Saiyan, but Virus claims they don't need another. And pretty much throughout their conversation, it has some awkward points here and there. It's pretty weird. But anyways, the two fight. Daikon, he seems to be winning. Daikon knows that Virus is holding back, however. It's funny, his Virus misses a couple of his moves throughout their fight. And I can see why he's a low-class Saiyan of 250. Like, rest in peace, man. But Daikon, even he misses a move. Like, Jesus. And Daikon says that Virus's aim is a bit off. More than a bit, to be honest, because he missed more than like a couple moves at this point. But Jesus fucking Christ, they keep missing their moves. Like, they're fighting throughout the episode, and they're missing some moves here and there. It's hilarious. But the two are now evenly matched. Daikon, however, pulls through and wins the fight. The two conversate again, and they decide to meet up at the same spot tomorrow, and they'll get more training done. And with that, the two make their leave. So that's pretty much it for the episode. It was very short. There wasn't really much. I mean, there's like 3 scenes, pretty much. They met, they talked. Apparently, they were placed in the same mission, and then they decided to train, which they did. And then after that, they went and talked again, and they decided to call it quits, and that they'll meet up again some other time at a later date. But yeah, so far you only had 2 characters introduced throughout this episode. You got Virus and Daikon. What do I think of them so far, as opposed to episode 1? I mean, I've already seen all the episodes, but I'm going with what I thought when I first watched the episode. So you got Virus. Virus seems alright. I mean, he's no different than he was in Z-Star. He's pretty much the same, attitude-wise and personality-wise. So not much to be said about that. Then you got Daikon, who is completely new to me upon first watching. I didn't know what he could do, this and that. I mean, I've seen 1 or 2 videos of his, but it wasn't in any of his RPs or anything like that. He was giving updates or things like that, or gameplay videos. But Daikon, he seems to know what he's doing. He's getting into it, and his fight scenes, he's doing excellent. Good job. So so far, Daikon has showed more personality than Virus. So good for you, Daikon. So far though, between the two, the chemistry is it's a bit awkward, like I said earlier in the review, based on their conversation. I mean, granted, during this episode they didn't really know each other, so like they didn't know what to expect, you know, like, oh, I'm Virus, oh, I'm Daikon, you know, that type of stuff. So you can't really, you know, judge on that. But so far, based on their conversations, it wasn't much, nothing spectacular, over the top, anything like that. But you know, it's the first episode too, so you can't really blame them. You can't really like give them any, you know, any stuff to start out with, pretty much, since, like I said, it's the first episode. Um, but hopefully we'll expect more between the two and overall in episode 2. I will be doing episode 2 later this week, probably, because it depends on how long the episode is. I forgot how long it was. But if it's short like this, I should be able to get it done rather quickly. But yeah, that's going to do it for the episode in its entirety. I give it a 2 out of 10. Only because it was short and because there wasn't much to be, you know, like, oh, that was pretty crazy. You know, if anything, I was more laughing because they kept on missing their moves. But other than that, it was pretty much it. It wasn't anything really interesting or over the top. It was just, you know, but it's the first episode. And this episode is way better than fucking the first episode of the original Saiyan Spirit, which was terrible. But as usual, I will put the link to the episode in the description below, and I will put Virus's channel in the description below. So, you know, that way you guys can watch that for yourselves. And with that, I will take my leave. Have a good day and peace.